All right, hello everybody. We are back making a new recipe, something totally different, and yet, well, some ingredients we've used before, some are brand new. So we're making, and I have no idea why they call it this. It's called Marry Me Chicken Thighs or Tuscan Chicken. Now, you're going to see some variations made in our chefs today because two of us are not big fans of chicken thighs, and we will be using chicken breast. One is using whole chicken breast, and one did something different that we'll talk about here in a minute. This has sun-dried tomatoes. Not sure how big a fan I am, so we're just going to make one batch today, and if we like it, then I can always make more, right? It's probably one of the. It's a pretty simple recipe, but there are three stages to it. So we'll kind of get into it and see what happens. So to begin, we take some olive oil, and as usual, I'm going to use avocado oil because when we're sautéing, I don't like to use olive oil because it has a low. Uh, um, it's not a burn point, but it can turn toxic if it gets too hot. So we aren't going to do that. But we put the Inspat on saute. We throw in the chicken with Italian seasoning, salt, and pepper, and then brown it, or get it partly cooked, about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. I'll just keep stirring mine around. Then we add the broth and the seasonings, and we put it on, and then we start doing some other stuff. So let's get started with that now. Well, actually, before I get started with that, Marianne has already started, but this is just really a main part of a meal, right? It's the protein with a lot of flavorings and some fats and there's some a little bit of fiber in there, I'm guessing, but it's meant to be served with stuff. So I'm going to be cooking the Barilla high protein pasta in the background as Tessa makes out with the camera. And then I'm also roasting some vegetables. So I already cubed up some cauliflower and onions, and then I'm going to slice up some yellow squash and zucchini that I'll put in about 15 minutes after because these take longer. So I'm just gonna, I already drizzled them with some avocado oil. I'm gonna throw some salt and pepper on. And then when I put the zucchini in this, or when I put the squashes in, then I'm gonna throw some Parmesan on top of it as well. And between the pasta, that'll give us another 10 grams of protein per serving. And the side, I can either put them in a dish like this, right, and have them as a meal prep, or we can just eat it on the side. Now, obviously, I got a lot more vegetables than this is going to cover, but that's all right. We like roasted vegetables. So these are going to get salt and pepper thrown in, and then I'll start sauteing over there. The big ones are easier. Oh, I'm going to throw some garlic on there as well because, well, we like garlic. In the oven you go. Timer. All right, and now we're going to take out the trivet, obviously. Don't need that. We're sauteing. I'm going to throw in some olive oil or some avocado oil. That looks about right. See how far I've come, Faith? In the beginning, I would have measured that.
There you go. Progress. I love it.
Slowly but surely, I'm getting a little more comfortable with this cooking thing. And for those of you who are watching that are going, oh, I don't know how to cook. Meal prep is too much. Well, I don't know how to cook or didn't. But it's like anything else. Once you get started with it, you'll figure it out. All right, somewhere here I've got chicken. My chicken has disappeared. Oh, it's down here. Yeah. A little nervous there. All right, so I found out at my local store, it's actually a Harding, so it's not a tiny store by any stretch of the imagination, but I found out if you go to the butcher and you just bring up a packet of chicken or packets of chicken, they will cube them and or tenderize them for you, so you don't have to mess with it. Now, one of the things I don't like, see, it's already cubed up. See that, Tessa? Simple, simple. And then I don't have to mess with it. I don't know about you, but I don't like playing with raw chicken. And when it's like this, I don't ever have to touch it. And so it's pretty cool. I'm not going to contaminate my chicken because I forgot to clean some surface or something. And it's just a whole lot faster. Now, they said they tenderize it as well. So having never tenderized meat before,
We never make this.
I have to figure out why that is and see how we might be able to use it since I can get it done for me and it costs nothing more. I'm very excited about that.
Listen, if you have never tenderized meat, you don't know what you're missing because it is the best way to get the anger out. I'm not saying I have anger issues. I'm just saying it's a really good way to get some anger out.
She's saying she has anger issue, folks. Don't listen to her.
Just saying.
Don't fall for it.
It's so much fun. Just beat the nonsense out of the chicken. Okay.
All right, so my saute function is going, but I need to add some seasonings.
Stop, Mama.
Quick release the steam, open the pot, and remove the chicken. Okay, we started our 14 minutes.
Mom, can I have smoothie?
Not now.
Aw.
Okay, we need milk, sun-dried tomatoes, cream cheese, whipped cream, parmesan, garlic, spinach.
Spinach.
Yeah, we're not doing the spinach.
Spinach.
You won't even be able to tell it's there, buddy. It'll be all right.
Due to the
What
pot.
makes Popeye strong?
What if I get Papa Chunks today? You'll be canceled for one week of no restaurants.
Canceled? Wow, show's taking a dark turn.
If he eats A&W or anything today, it's from a different shop. He canceled every eating of food from like McDonald's, you know.
Oh yes, let's cancel McDonald's.
1 week. All
Hey, Tessa,
What?
did you and Leo make today or this week in the kids' craft stuff? Are you going to show us what they look like?
This morning we made tacos.
I think Rick is gonna like this one.
We made tacos and I almost ate mine.
No, not food, silly.
Do you want to show it?
Yeah, I'm sure mine.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah, they're in the living room.
Okay.
Now, if I was doing a big batch, I would use the frying pan to saute this, but because we're just doing one batch and it only called for about 20 inches. Oh, you did make, I thought you made tacos that you ate. Well, look at those googly-eyed things. Very cool.
Okay.
Did you make margaritas with those?
Ding, 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 ding. Mine's only two-sided. It has words on the back and a face on the front.
Yeah, but where's the margarita? You're gonna have tacos.
Look! Hey, look! That side and that side. What did you say?
I said, if you're gonna make tacos, you need margaritas. Where are they?
You margarita. Okay, that's
This one's made out of paper. This one's made out of plate.
Really?
Hmm.
Wow.
This one
Very
is
cool.
And then the bow was pretty hard to make because you can see that I had to use 2 pieces of paper. And then this, I didn't put a bow. But it has a
Right.
weird kind of shape.
So my
Yes.
chicken is pretty much cooked on the outside. And I
No,
don't know if there's a difference between I don't know if there's a difference between cooking the thighs and cooking chicken breast, because normally we don't cook chicken breast for 14 minutes or whatever it calls for. It calls for yeah, 14 minutes. So it may be that the bone-in thighs take longer. I don't know, but I'm just gonna follow the recipe because that's how I roll. So time to throw in some broth. And it only calls for a cup of broth, so.
Okay, my chicken breasts are a little bit frozen. Just interesting. I'm very happy about it, but very interesting.
All right, I add the rest of my Italian seasoning now. I don't know why they split it in half, but okay.
Because there's 2 different things that need Italian seasoning.
Well, there's nothing but chicken breast in here though. And it's added now.
Yeah, add in half now.
No, you added half when you put the chicken in, and then you added half when you put the but right now after you've cooked it, after you sauteed it. So it's really bizarre. All right, 14 minutes. I'm gonna give it a quick stir, get that seasoning down in the broth. Okay. All right, so that's the whole thing, 14 minutes on high. Obviously, I know how to do that because that's what I normally use.
Ooh, I do like these almost frozen.
Do you? Are
Oh
you
my
chopping them
gosh.
up? Are you chopping?
No, I'm cutting the fat part off and it's just coming off like I'm not wrestling with the chicken to get it to come
Right.
off.
Yeah.
Lisa, we need 7 of these. Do you want to
Oh,
open
that's
them?
nice. Oh, that's so nice.
So how many do we need?
7.
And
We
we already
need
have
6 more.
we already have 2. So how many do
Okay.
we extra?
All right.
Now.
So while this is going, I'm gonna start my pasta if the water is boiling, and it is.
7. We need 7.
And this pasta is 7 to 9 minutes.
We have only not 8 minutes on ours. 8 minutes left on.
She got a different kind. This is rotini. Looks like little caterpillars, doesn't it, Tessa?
Uh-huh. I like spaghetti better than anything.
I like spaghetti too.
My grandpa taught me a few magic tricks on spaghettis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and me too. If you put the spaghetti going down your mouth, like if you had a long tongue, and then you twist your nose or you twist your ear, it sucks up.
Oh, that's smart.
I think I'd have to see that one in action.
Oh yeah. Where's noodle?
Well, there is no noodle in this recipe.
All right, so because I have the timer going on that, we're gonna have to set the 9-minute thingy on the phone.
Okay.
All right. So I guess right now I'm gonna chop up my veggies.
Oh my gosh. This is a dream.
Mama, where's my cheese?
Oh,
What's a dream?
oh my gosh. This chicken, the way that it's not frozen, but it's definitely
One more.
hard.
Oh, my flour
Through?
smells so good.
Oh, I'm gonna cut chicken like
so
this
it cuts
more.
really easy?
Oh my gosh, yes. The chicken isn't sliming around in my hand. Okay, I'm with Rick, and had I known, and now that I do know, I'm gonna try it at Kroger or HEB in my area. My goal for the next cooking show is to have price things out at HEB, Kroger, and Aldi. But
What is ATV? What do you mean?
HEB, it is a Texas treasure. It is the Texas treasure, like Buc-ee's. HEB is a really big grocery store, like really big.
Oh, got it.
And they have store brands, and generally speaking, they were not some, and not, I don't, this is not to get political, but their prices didn't get gouged during the pandemic. So the reason I'm saying that is I feel like they might be a little bit cheaper than Kroger, but Kroger is closer to me.
Got it.
So I want to start looking for deals, and I have just been taking the fastest route, not the cheapest. Oh my God, I need to cut chicken like this some more.
So Jenna made this yesterday, and it came in at less than $2 a serving for her. So this is a really economical dish. But one of the things that we're going to be doing for you is Faith has put together a year's kind of a plan. So we're going to know in advance what we're going to be making each month. And you're going to be able to, if you're really looking to save some money and you've got the room, you're going to be able to do some bulk shopping and get all your stuff at once. And while every recipe won't have the same thing, we will, when possible, we will have similar items. Like if we're going to do a lot of chicken stuff, we may do, right, a couple of chicken things, a couple of beef things, so that you can save some money and shop in a little bit more bulk. So that is coming up starting in May. That's one of the benefits of
and everything will be freezer happy.
Right. And that's one of the benefits of being on the meal prep channel. If you're going to have all that information in advance versus finding out what the bread recipes are and what the ingredients you need and everything while watching the live stream or the YouTube. So school.com/meal prep is where you find that.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Everything is, we are leaning towards everything being freezer friendly, so that if you make double or triple of the recipe, you can freeze it with no problem. And that way you have a quick meal when you need a quick meal straight out of the freezer into the microwave or the crock pot or the air fryer or the.
Which for some of us is the goal. Like for me, the whole goal is to have things ready for the whole week. Things ready for the next couple of weeks sometimes, so that I don't have to worry about cooking every single day. For other people, that may not be the goal. That's how I use meal prep, is so that at any time I'm not having to go to the store, or I have a healthy option without having to fight off the urge to eat a bunch of crap. All right, so that means, hey, my timing is pretty good, because that's the oven saying throw in your squash. We just finished some seasoning on here, and I'm going to throw, we have Parmesan cheese in our recipe today, so I'm going to throw some of that in this as well. When I pull it out of the oven, we'll throw some of that over all the veggies, which should make it rather tasty, I think. Stir the pasta. I don't know if you guys all know this, but if you put a wooden spoon over the top of your boiling pot when you're boiling stuff, it will not boil over. Always an issue for me when I'm cooking stuff like that. That's hot, baby. I'm going to stir up these onions and cauliflower. I think you can see it from there, but that's a lot of veggies. I'm also going to trim off this parchment paper because it's turning brown and I don't want to fire, so I'm going to take care of the excess here.
This is definitely going to be put in freezer containers. This is a lot of chicken.
You did a little bit of help work? Yeah.
No, I did. Oh, I didn't look on the package. They gave me at the store. Oh, they gave me 5. Yes, I did. Yes, I did do. Okay, that's okay, because I'm just gonna make a double batch then. And that will still make me
Calls for
happy.
about a pound, calls for about a pound and a half. So,
Yes. So I got 5. These are really big chicken breasts. I'll just leave it at that.
or during the co-prepping session, you can make something different with them.
I could. I could.
All
Some
right.
white chicken chili, maybe.
If you know you like sun-dried tomatoes and all the stuff that's in this, a double batch would probably be a good idea anyway. I'm just not sure about that, so I was being cautious.
There.
So Leo cutted all the mushrooms, so we're good with that, and
Our chicken is done.
our chicken is done. Do you want to release the pressure, Tessa?
What's the
In the
release?
Instant Pot?
What's a release pressure?
You need to push from here. Okay, we're gonna mute ourselves because it's gonna be so loud.
Oh, your Zoom will
No,
pick up.
we won't
your-
be able to hear it at all.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
well.
But use a spoon or something so you don't burn yourself if you're not used to that. Okay, milk, sun-dried tomatoes, cream cheese, whipped cream, Parmesan, garlic, and spinach. All right, I gotta get my ingredients for round 2, which is where when the chicken is done, we add a bunch of stuff. All right, I get rid of this. This.
Oh.
Milk.
What's that?
Um,
What's that? What's that? Okay.
All
I think we're done.
right, I think that's saying my pasta is ready.
Having a chicken.
I have a cauliflower mess all over my kitchen because when you cut cauliflower, well, you guys probably already know that. Milk, sun-dried tomatoes, cream cheese. I need cream cheese and tomatoes.
Flash. Arrête.
Ah.
These are sun-dried tomatoes, huh? Marinated? Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Okay. So I wonder, so ladies, I have marinated sun-dried tomatoes in a jar. Would I drain the liquid from that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I need a cup, I need a tablespoon, a quarter cup. Da, 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 da.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, learning about.
I hope I don't need oil for anything else besides searing the chicken. I do not have enough oil. Add that to the Aldi list. Okay.
Is it a contest to see who can get the closest? Tessa? Is that what we're doing? We're to see who can get the closest?
Okay.
I got 3 more minutes on that. All right. So we've talked about our cubed chicken, which is really, really the coolest thing ever, I think. Because I in a lot of my chicken recipes, I like it cubed, but I do not like cubing it.
It's gonna save so much time.
Yeah, I was using scissors, but the scissors that I have and the size of my fingers, my food scissors, they kind of bruise up my knuckles. First world problems, I know, but still. But it's kind of oily, this stuff. I'm gonna turn it upside down and see what else I can get out of there. It's going very slow. Well, the sun-dried tomatoes don't smell bad. Got that going for them. All right. When it's done, is it a quick release? Yep, quick release on the steam. I got a little less than 2 minutes to go. All right. Guess I could drain my pasta. No, for all you purists, I did not put oil in it. Got some more out of these sun-dried tomatoes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. Okay, I totally forgot that I had this. And that's why we totally forgot we had it.
You have what?
Oh, I take it back. I had some spray avocado oil, but it expired. I know that's hard to believe in my kitchen. Okay. Expired.
Yes, every once in a while, whether we want to or not, and I'm a not of that, we have to go through our kitchens and see if things are still usable. Not a big fan of it, but it has to be done sometimes.
Okay, and I'm gonna throw some garlic salt in my chicken and probably a little onion powder.
Never a bad idea. All right, we're releasing. So when it's done releasing, we start adding all these ingredients that I'm assuming is what makes it, that's the cream sauce that makes it a Tuscan chicken. So
That is correct.
milk, tomatoes, cream cheese.
Okay.
Milk. How much milk? 3/4 cup of milk. 2 tablespoons of whipping cream. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this milk because we don't really drink milk around here.
I didn't add the milk. It was already it's very liquidy.
Yes, it is supposed to be liquidy, because you're gonna add back in,
Start.
you're gonna add back in some cornstarch that at the end that will start like, you're gonna saute it a little bit longer and then add the cornstarch so it'll thicken it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, it's still super.
Here's what we've got.
All right, milk is added.
So much chicken.
And 2 tablespoons of cream.
Rick, are you using the recipe card or you're using the recipe from the?
I'm not using the recipe card. I didn't know there was one yet. Two tablespoons. Why, is it different for some reason?
I'll take a look, but I'll take a look. On the recipe card, there was a reason why there were 2 separate, and it wasn't to put it in right after. It was supposed to be when you put the milk and all the creams, like to add the Italian seasoning then, that kind of gives that boost to the cream sauce.
Yeah.
That's why I was confused. So anyway, it's fine. We've been down this road before.
Not our first time of doing things differently. All right, 1/4 cup of these weird tomato thingies.
It was still edible, by the way. So just so you are watching at home, it was still edible.
We hope it's not done yet, Faith. You're showing a good deal of faith, as it were.
Well,
Now,
because
these sun-dried tomatoes are not chopped up. Should I chop them up before I put them in there? These are like slices, like tomato wide slices.
no, those should be okay.
Okay.
Those should be okay.
They're in. What else am I missing? Cream cheese, I'm sure.
This is more boiling.
3 cloves of garlic, so 3 teaspoons of garlic.
Did you did you cook your chicken all the way through, or
No.
are we?
No, I did not cook it all the way
Through the
through. I just got it. I just got it for when you're sauteing it, it just turns white around the corner.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So I will go ahead and put the lid.
And I'm not even really sure why it needs that, since it would have cooked through anyway, but that's what it asked for, so that's what I did.
It looks
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
It's super delicious.
Mm. That looks amazing, Marianne.
No, we did not add mushroom. We cooked out mushroom on the side. Okay, do you want
No, I don't want to.
Oh, only half a thing of cream cheese? Well, that's sucks. What do I do with the other half?
Chicken.
Well, I could think of a number of things. I could get really crafty with that. If you have leftover spinach, you could make some spinach and artichoke dip with your cream cheese. You could put some cream cheese and salsa together for a veggie dip, a little Mexican flair veggie dip, Tex-Mexy.
Did you say Tex-Messy?
Mexy.
Oh. I like the messy better, but okay.
our chicken tasted perfect.
It's
Did
really,
it?
it's a bit salty.
That's awesome that your chicken tastes perfect.
It's a bit salty.
Yeah. Let me
But-
try.
It's really good. And I think I'm gonna add a few more
Muffin of that.
tomatoes.
Okay, good.
All right, I think I've got everything but the spinach in. Gonna throw some spinach in. Be like 3 handfuls, right? Extra fiber.
So do you want to try the dried tomato?
Now try
Okay,
the chicken.
I think we're done.
Can't we stay a little more? See how theirs tastes?
Come on, Mom.
Mom doing something wrong again.
You did it. I did it. Come on, Mama. I didn't even get to taste.
You want to
Eat if I'm on the phone. But where?
Oh, Parmesan cheese. That's what I didn't put in there. Oh, and I didn't put on my veggies either. It looks like a 1/4 cup or more. Shoot, my veggies are done. All right, so we will pull them out and then see. I'll add the cheese then.
Bad wash.
Okay,
I want
we're done. What's your favorite recipe for eggplants, Rick?
I don't know if I've ever had eggplant at all, so I don't have one.
Oh, Marianne, ask me. Tag me in on this one. Eggplant parmesan.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then I also did an eggplant rollatini one time. I'll see if I can find that recipe again. Because it was really good. You just have to make sure that the initial cook of the don't do it in a microwave, which is what the recipe said when I tried it the first time. But you just need your eggplant to be pliable enough to roll, but not rubbery. And the way it called to make it in the microwave made it rubbery. So I will find a recipe because I know I don't have the recipe, but I can find a recipe that is it. That one was really good. I think what is the recipe that you fill shells manicotti? Think manicotti, but instead of pasta, you use eggplant. Are you with me? Did I lose you?
No. Okay. Okay, well, I think we're gonna go. Yeah, you can think, and then we're gonna.
What did you want to taste?
This will shock absolutely nobody. I'm putting cheese all over this. All right, my spinach is definitely wilted. And my cheese looks like it's all melted, so I'm turning that off and I'm putting these back in at a lower temperature for probably like 5 minutes just to melt the cheese.
Okay, I'm checking that. Checking this. Pressure cook for.
Well, I didn't taste it.
Oh, stop.
You just tasted it.
Stop. I think I add Italian seasoning there. Close the Instant Pot. Cook for 14 minutes.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, this smells really good, don't you think, Marianne?
I want to see how it tastes.
Marianne,
Yes?
it smells really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It
Mm-hmm.
does smell very
And it's
cheesy.
very good, and it very stings my lip
Mm.
and my tongue.
Uh-oh.
I bet I'm gonna have a big stinger.
Mm. You tried to eat it when it was too hot?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
Must have looked really good. Okay,
Can I
13, 14 minutes.
try to pull it? I asked first.
Row, cornstarch.
Okay.
We have
I'm
to.
in.
Tastes
There it is.
perfect.
I found it.
Okay.
Perfect. Just perfect. Mom, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in Is it cake? Mama?
A little warm in here now.
Leo, tonight, Leo, tonight you want to watch Is It Cake? Yeah, Is It Cake is so fun. Yeah. It's like people that cook really fast. And then it does like, Is it cake?
Are you good at guessing,
Yeah.
Tessa?
What?
Are you good at guessing which one is the cake?
Uh-huh. But it's just
Yeah.
a TV show
Oh.
where they have to get it. But I normally just pick in my head. And then if I'm right, because it's cutting on the screen.
Well, you watched this show
Once
at your friend's.
Yeah. But we watched 2 episodes.
Oh, you watched 2 episodes?
Yeah. The other one it was different. Is it not cake? But the first one, is it cake? And my favorite player had to make a donut. Hey, I'm a ghost.
A donut?
A donut. A donut, but it has to be a cake. I'm a ghost.
But it had to be a cake.
Donut cake. I don't understand it. It was shaped like a donut, but cake. And one of my other favorite players were have to make sandals. The other one had to make a water gun, and then the third one had to make a water bottle.
Wow. Wow. That's a lot. That's really
Smiley face in the sink. What's the smiley face?
So I'm not familiar with the ways of cornstarch. You just throw it in there and stir it, let it go for a while?
Sprinkle it in and stir until it mixes in. You don't want to, it'll clump if you don't. And that is.
I stirred it up with the water first and I just dumped it all in, so.
Okay.
Too late to.
In the sink. It's a sponge. The kids are very intrigued by your smiley face.
Your volume is down again, Marianne. It's hard for me to hear you.
The kids are very curious about the smiley face in Faith's sink.
Oh, that's my kitchen sponge.
Yeah, the sponge.
It's tiny for a sponge. I feel like it's tinier than my eye. Oh,
do you need to see it bigger?
Oh, jeez. Oh, geez, that is big.
Is that better?
Are you gonna eat all the sauce?
Of course I will.
Look, they're eating the chicken and the sauce from the container.
I feel like this is the peanut sauce all over again.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Hey, veggie should be done.
Hey.
Okay. Well, it's kids approved.
Hit approved.
I think mine is all done.
We'll eat it tonight.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna let the taste tester come out if she's wanting to, but I'll try and give you guys a picture of it here.
That's a huge piece.
Okay.
Trop chaud. Oh, no.
All right,
Oh.
do they look similar, Marianne?
Wow. Pretty close.
Yeah?
That looks so good.
Pretty close. We didn't add spinach because it's and the mushrooms are on the side because they're
What's on the side?
mushrooms and
Oh, you gotta get over yourself on that one. Mushrooms are good.
no, I millions of times. Once my friend, I forced my friend to try the yuckiest cheese that I love, and he forced me to eat mushrooms.
Mushrooms are delicious.
Mushrooms are.
All right, I'll be right back. So keep
I
talking,
did
Tessa.
not want to touch it.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch it. My fork didn't even touch it. Wow, what is wrong with you?
They're That's how I used to feel about mushrooms too. They're
All right, so she is gonna come try it. I'm gonna put one together for the meal prep bowl.
I am out of here.
Okay. We say bye?
Bye.
Hi guys.
See you.
So,
We have a lot of cleaning to do.
no, we don't.
Oh
Alright.
yes, I understand.
Well, you have fun cleaning. We're gonna pass on that.
Wait, it smells really good.
Yeah, it does.
It is really good. Thank you so much.
Yep, see you later.
Huh?
What the hell?
Hi. Okay. Have a good rest of your
I
day.
already cleaned
Bye,
that.
Leo. Bye, Tessa.
Bye.
Oh, bye, Marianne.
Bye.
All right, so make sure we get a sun-dried tomato in there, some spinach in there, some sauce. Then
Wow, I think that is a record for the cooking show
yeah, because we didn't get started till about 10 or 15 after,
because
because we were waiting for everybody to get ready. So here we have, I'll get closer. Pasta on the bottom. The chicken stufferama there on that side, the other side, and the veggies here. So that's going to be one heck of a good meal right there. And I don't know exactly the calories because I didn't, it's a little harder to compute with the veggies, but that's going to give me a lot of extra fiber and good carbohydrate nutrients, complex carbs, along with that spinach, which also has a good deal of fiber. So we're setting ourselves up for a really good meal there. All right, you ready to put stuff together? Here's a bowl.
yes,
Here you go. Some pasta.
thank you. I'm checking it all out.
I'm gonna let her be the guinea pig.
Looks good.
Actually, I'm gonna follow right behind.
You are? Okay. Are you still videoing?
Yeah, we're still videoing. Cause we gotta see if we like it.
Yeah, see if you like it. Then I'll know whether to just turn this all off and go home.
Oh, and I'm gonna take a small plate to put the veggies on. I'm not gonna put them on top of it.
Ooh. Do that. I think those are too big. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. There are my potatoes. And I need to get some gallon size bags. That would be amazing.
So, over my professional stand here, turn it around so I can sit down and eat. In my chair because I was doing yard work, so my back is a little yelling at me for standing that long. Let's move this closer. All right, let's see what's the taste tester things.
Because it's all about me.
Chili sauce.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
good.
so I got a nice bowl of it. You can see it's still steaming hot, I'm
Mhm.
assuming.
Oh,
And
yeah.
our vegetables, which turned out really nice, zucchini, summer squash. I cut up a huge onion and about a little over a half a head of cauliflower. So we got a lot of veggies, but we like veggies. With some Parmesan cheese that was put on at the end because I forgot to do it earlier. They didn't crisp up the way hers normally do, but I don't know. My first time roasting veggies like that. So
Actually, this is really good.
the chicken,
Taste tester approved.
I
Love it.
started with the vegetables. Go figure.
How are the veggies?
They're really good.
Okay. I'd like to hear that. Okay, that's too much pepper, but work with me.
You can tell it's basically wintertime for produce because the squashes were a little soft and not as good as they're going to be when the garden comes out, but I'm looking forward to that. All right, here we go. We're going to try the Marry Me Tuscan chicken non thighs.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good. The sun-dried, see, I've had sun-dried tomatoes and some stuff, and they were just like overpowering, but they give it a nice little different taste to it. And the chicken is just, well, it's in the Instapot. I was doing a little studying when I was looking at tenderizing, and one of the reasons people tenderize is because it allows you to cook it and it keeps it juicier and more tender when you cook it. Imagine that. But I checked, and the pressure cooker, so the Instapot, does the same thing because it's high pressure. It forces liquid into the chicken, and it helps to start breaking down the protein so that it stays tender and juicy, which explains why when we do the turkey breast in there, it's the best turkey breast we've ever had. So, yeah, this is good. The chicken being all cubed, it just melts in your mouth. You don't have all that long, stringy pieces of chicken. I like. How far is yours from being done?
I am on 10 minutes left on the pressure cooker. So for chicken.
All right. So, would it be in your rotation?
Are you talking to me? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it would. And I really like the vegetables too because they're not mushy, which is the problem we have sometimes with the Instapot is
They weren't Instapotted.
I know you roasted them. Yep. So they're not mushy. So we were kind of talking about too when we do things in the Instapot, we need to remember that a lot of times we make a single batch or a double batch and then you're going to reheat it. So when you have things like pasta, it's almost kind of want to do it on the side so that you don't overcook it. because the next time after it's frozen and reheated, then sometimes your stuff is mushy. Which is really good.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're out there watching this and you're thinking that, hey, meal prep sounds like a good idea, but I don't know what to do. I'd like to know what to do. I'd like some help. I'd like to do it with cool people. Well, we can help with all but the last part of that.
I'm here.
Oh, unless Kathy deigns to come out and dine. So I'll give you the URL in a second. So I'll give you a minute to find a pencil while I take another bite of this. And by the way, this Barilla high protein pasta, I am a huge fan of this. This is really good. A lot of the alternate pastas that you get trying to get healthier just taste like crap. They taste like cardboard, or they taste just they're real hard. They don't. This is a noodle.
Yeah, I would not know that this is high protein.
Mhm. So if you're like the vast majority of Americans who don't get enough protein, that's a good way to help out and not feel bad about eating pasta. All right, here goes. Since I'm done chewing, I'm gonna give you the URL.
The last pasta that you bought, this one was a rotini, but what was the last one that you bought?
I think it wasn't it the
Mm.
same? No, it wasn't. Oh, was it a farfalle? Like
I don't know.
bow tie?
It had some weird ass name. It wasn't a bow tie, but it was some weird name.
Oh, it's the corkscrew one.
Was it corkscrew? Yes, it was
And there's
corkscrew.
a name there, cavatappi.
Cavatappi. I don't know. It was pasta.
those.
I think you got to say it with an
Yeah,
Italian.
I'm not Italian. Not Italian. All right, so here's the URL. Now that you've got your pen and paper, it's school with a K, SKOOL.com / That's the one that goes like that, unless you're seeing this backwards, in which case it would be the other one. / meal prep. Yes, we made it very difficult on purpose. School.com / meal prep. We'd love to have you in there. We do co-prepping sessions. We have our recipes posted in advance so you can cook along with us, whether you want to be live or not. And you can, or you can cook on your own, but you're getting a plethora of really good ideas. Now, do we know what our next one is? I forgot to look before we started the show. Do you happen to know off the top of your head what it is, or it'll just be a mystery this time? The mystery. But starting in May, which means is that next week?
Next weekend.
Starting next weekend, we'll have on the meal prep channel, we'll have the whole month's recipes. Are we doing the whole recipe or just the ingredient list?
We won't be with you on Mother's Day, but otherwise, the ingredient list, I guess. Yes.
So basically the shopping list will be there, and then we'll be ahead so you'll know each week going into what the next one is.
Good idea.
And you can either, shop for them one at a time, or you can see where you might be able to save some money, because we didn't calculate the price on this one, which we tried to do, but Jenna did hers last night. She did a bigger batch and she got 38 of them, or anyway, it came out to a little less than, or she got 18 for $36. Anyway, it was a little less than $2 per serving is what it came out to, which is really amazing for a meal this delicious. Now, that doesn't include the pasta or whatever she was serving it for, but any main course in a restaurant is going to cost you considerably more than that, and you don't have control of the ingredients. So that makes this a win-win all the way around. All right, with that, we're going to stop the recording. We're going to stick around and see if Faith likes hers, because we're just nice that way. The after party is one of the perks for being in the meal prep community. All right. For the mouthful of vegetables, I bid you all adieu.
That's French.
How do you-
I said
How do you turn this off?
Italian.
Who's Italian?
Pastas. I'm supposed to be speaking in
Pasta.
Italian.
No, sorry.